Yesterday, I explained to you that I had brought Warren Buffett on as my financial advisor and how I was going to use his ability to outperform the S&P 500 since 2020 by a 3x factor, why I wanted to be a part of his program. So then I decided I needed to also introduce you to my swing trade advisor. This is Mark. Mark's a member of our tribe. He has about an 86% batting average. That is to say, when he does a swing trade, he makes a profit 86% of the time. And I've been using his theory and his process, and he's taught it to me, and now I want you to be aware of it. So I'm going to introduce you to Mark, and I'm going to introduce you to his process, and I'm going to show you some of the results I've had.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
I want to show you Mark's process, what he taught me, and I picked a stock, AbbVie. I know absolutely nothing about it. And I did that because quite often when I speak to Mark about this, I said, well, what does that stock company do? He said, I don't know. What are their financials look like? I don't know. And he taught me that he swing trades. He's not investing. He's trading based upon the momentum and over the last 30 years, the things he's learned that give him an indication of where a stock is going. And the first thing he talked to me about was this red line. That's the 200-day moving average. And he says, I want a stock that is moving above that line. Okay, I understand that. What's the blue line? The blue line's the 50-day moving average, and the yellow line is the 9-day moving average. So he says, I want a stock that's moving in an upward direction, and AbbVie is a good example. Then what he says, we need to concentrate on the MACD, the moving average consolidation and deviation. Okay, so what it's showing me here, in the way I think of this, that yellow line is the bull market. The blue line is the bear market. So as the orange line is on top, the market momentum is going up. When they cross, they're turning and going in a different direction. Down here is a relative strength index. Again, the orange line is the bear, the blue line, or the orange line is the bull, the blue line is the bear. So what we're looking for is these two, the MACD and the RSI, to give us a momentum indication. The third thing that Mark taught me to learn is you need to see commitment, and that is when you see a full candlestick above that yellow line. So let's look at AbbVie and see what we see. Okay, we're coming along here, and the bear takes over. Stay away. Again, the bear takes over here. Stay away. And you can see the market moves down. Then we get to about here, and we see that the market is, the bull is starting to take a dominant position right here. Okay? It did it back a little further here. All right? So then what I'm looking for is a full candlestick above. Right there it is. Okay? That's where I buy. All right? Then I stay with it until the bear starts to take dominance. There it is. Okay? And it's given me the same indication here. The blue line is passing over and the market is going down. So I at that point, put in a sell order and get out. You can see it as it went up, it started flirting with this yellow line. I was looking for a full trade under. I just about got it there. That's where I'd get out. All right? Then we move down here again. Here we have another indication in both the MACD and the RSI that the bull is taking command and the stock moves up. We get our indication is here, we get our full candlestick above, and we buy. okay? And we follow it up. At this point, we get a indication here that the bear is taking over. So we actually don't get out where we should. But what Mark also taught me is to put a 5% stop loss order. So right here, it's selling at, what if I can get rid of that thing? It's selling at, it got to a high of 152. So it's going to a $7 drop. We're at 152.73. So a $7 drop or 145 would stop us out, and we'd have a nice profit. Again, we follow the bear and the bull. Here, the bull is taking command. Here, it's taking command. Here, we get a full candlestick above. We move up. We have good indication. And here, the bear starts to take command. And again, we see it here. We get our full candlestick underneath here. We've made a good profit. And this just repeats itself over and over again. Where is it now? Here, the bear took command, got a first indication here, got a confirmation there, and we're in an upward turn. This is what I've learned. Mark, then what he does is he scans roughly 1,500 stocks every weekend and then starts looking at them and sending me indications, morning alerts that says, this is where we're at. We're really just doing paper trading. And then you make a decision if this looks right for you. I believe in a difficult market, this is how you make money. And this is what I want to share more information, how you can take advantage of it. So once we got this put together and I was convinced that it could help you make money, we had to come up with a way to make it available to you, to make it easy for you to communicate with us and Mark to communicate with you, and to build you tutorials so that you can feel comfortable doing it, and then come into and do paper trading with it until you become an expert, until it's just natural for you. So what we did was create a Discord. Discord is basically a place where you log on and you get access to his alerts, his charts, and his daily activity. And then I hired Mark to make this available to you. So what do we do to pay Mark and to pay for the Discord and the Patreon and the whole thing? We basically charge a fee. It runs for $60 a month. Now, what I'm saying to you, if you don't have enough money to invest to get a return of at least $120 a month, don't get involved in it. But if you've got enough capital and you've got enough time and you're willing to learn the process, this is a no-brainer. This is a way for you to sit down and say, how can I make an extra $500 a week? And basically go and learn the procedure. Now, once you learn the procedure, you got the option to say, I'm done. I can do this on my own. Or you stay with Mark, who's doing the big work, and that is going through 1,500 stocks, so that he can tell you this is what you ought to look at, this is what you ought to consider, and how you should invest. Now, the other thing we're doing is, with the advent of artificial intelligence, I'm working with Kevin. Kevin is another one of our tribe members, and he's interested in creating artificial intelligence and an algorithm that you don't have to go and review 1,500 stocks, that a computer and an algorithm will do it for you. In essence, saying, show me the stocks. You actually go to ChatGPT is what you do, and you say, show me the stocks that meet these 4 parameters, and give me a list of them. And you create the algorithm to do that. Then you put that on a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet then disseminates the information. This all takes investment of time and effort to help you become a better investor. So that's what my objective is for you, is to help you to become a better investor, bring the talent together. From the initial of this, I said, it's obvious that the hedge funds have got a leg up on it, and that's because they've brought talented people together who can then create a method of doing something and then sell it for a outrageous fee. And only work with people who have over $1 million in assets to invest. Well, that's not really fair, okay? So I'm trying to do it on a lower scale and bring it to you. So what's your next step? Your next step is to go to the link below, which will take you to our Discord, which will show you the various levels of participation in this program go. One is just $4 a month, and you come in and you chat with people. The other is $10 a month, and then through that you see my trading portfolio. You get alerts on my buys and sells, and then the third level is what I just showed you, Mark's level of the day trading. And again, I want to emphasize, not day trading. No, it's swing trading, and it's done on a paper trade basis until you feel comfortable, and then you do it on your own. We're not making recommendations. We're not giving financial advice. We're educating you on how successful traders trade. And then once you become a successful trader, you do it on your own. Okay? That's what I want to do for you. And that's what I get some pleasure out of. The other thing I get pleasure out is this. This is my coin collection. I've got 450 quarters I got to sort out dating back to 1887 and figure out what they're worth so that my grandkids know what they're getting when I die. All right. That's how I have a good time in my retirement, teaching you how to be a better trader and helping my grandkids understand what collecting undervalued assets are all about. We'll talk more about this probably tomorrow.